Hello, and welcome to www.coolmexico.com, where I will be talking about Mexico and a bunch of stuff about Mexico. It's mostly the music, but that's still fine. So, while we begin, let's talk about the flag. Now, as you can see, it's made of three stripes, the green, white, and red stripes, with a little emblem in the middle. So what does this mean? Well, the green represents hope, white represents union between the Mexicans, and red represents the blood of the heroes who fought in wars. The emblem of the eagle eating a snake is to symbolize the building of Mexico City. Now, that's cool and all, but what about Mexico? Well, it's located in North America, as you can see right here on the map. It's south of the United States and north of Guatemala and Belize. Here it is on the map again, circled in red. Now here's a map of Mexico. As you can see, it's shaped like this. Now what does that mean? I don't know. The capital of Mexico is Mexico City, which is right there in the circle, right there. Now, the population of Mexico. It's a big number, it's 127 million. Yeah, that's a lot of people. Cool. Now, the main religion is Christianity, which means they celebrate Christmas for a very long time, like a week, and their primary language is Spanish. Now, a tourist attraction. The Mayan Temples. They were built by the Mayans like 1,000 years ago to bury their dead kings. And you could see these large pyramids in Mexico. I would really like to go there because they look very interesting and I want to learn them. Also, they just look really cool. Let's talk about instruments that people in Mexico use, such as the marimba, which is also used in South America and West Africa. Now, it's a percussion instrument, which is a wooden xylophone that you hit with mallets with a rubber or yarn tip at it on the end. Now, it was invented in 1850 by Manuel Bolin Cruz. That's cool. So here's a little slice of what a marimba sounds like. The next instrument I'll be talking about is the guitar. It is a very common instrument that they use. It was created in the 16th century. It is a string instrument. With one hand, you strum the guitar, or you could use a little tool called a guitar pick to strum it, while with your other hand, you hold the strings down to change the pitches of the instrument. Now here's a slice of what a guitar sounds like. Next, the chirimia, or the chirimia. It's pronounced the same way, but it's spelled slightly different. So it's invented by the 16th century by Spain and brought to South America and Mexico because they're colonies. They used to be colonies of it. The word chirimia is Spanish for similar or familiar to oboe. So it's a double-reeded instrument. It's a woodwind instrument that you blow into the mouthpiece of, which is very small. It's right at the top, and you press your fingers on the holes to change the pitches of it. Now here's a snippet of the chirimia. It's time for me to talk about some famous musicians from Mexico. So we first start with Juan Gabriel, who was born January 7th, 1950, and died August 28, 2016. Alberto Aguero Valadez is a very popular singer that broke the mold of what Latin music can be with his flamboyant style of music. After signing onto a recording contract, he started using the pen name of Juan Gabriel in honor of Juan Contreras and his father Gabriel. Juan Gabriel's first album, El Alma Joven, became popular and certified as golden by the Asociación Mexicana de Productores de Fonogramas y Videogramas. After that, he became very, very popular. Now, let's talk about Luis Miguel, which on the time of recording this, April 19th, he is 51 years old after being born April 19th, 1970. Yes, he's still alive. Luis Miguel Gallego Basteri, also known as El Sol de Mexico, is a successful singer known for singing in multiple different genres of music, as seen right there. At an early childhood, his father encouraged him to listen to almost all of recordings of Elvis Presley. In 1982, he released his first album, Un Sol, which made him win his first gold disc at 11 years old. Now, we learned about musicians and about instruments, but how is music valued in Mexico? Well, music is an important part of Mexico. It is very prominent in their cultures. A common place to find this culture is in mariachi bands, which most people associate with Mexican culture and their music. The music of Mexico is about love, the country, and historical events about Mexico, and many parts of Mexico. And it is usually played on important traditions and events like Cinco de Mayo or Day of the Dead. Now let's talk about the national anthem. Himno Nacional Mexicano. It means the Mexican national anthem, or its other name, Mexicans at the Cry of War, is the national anthem of Mexico, obviously. The song was lyricised by Francisco Gonzalez Bocanegra and was composed by Jaime Nuno in 1854. It had become the official anthem in September 16, 1854. Now, what does the song mean? Well, the anthem talks about the victories of the Mexican military, hence the name Mexicans at the Cry of War, such as a war cry. Alright, so we learned about Mexico. So why did I choose this country? Well, I know a bit of Mexico, and it was the only country, well, one of the only countries that wasn't chosen yet, so I chose Mexico. Alright, so that's the end of my presentation. The end.